So let us view on this matter from both sides. What is fossil fuel? Fossil fuel is the source of a non-renewable energy, but how does it form? Let us go back to 300 million years ago when dinosaurs existed. It begins when a meteor hits the Earth. The momentum of the meteor causes a huge explosion. Ancient animals and plants decayed by exposure to heat and pressure within the Earth's crust. After a period of time, all of these organic materials are converted into crude oil, heavy oil, coal, and natural gas. Now we have the ingredients for industrial revolution, fossil fuels, and a way to put them to work. Fossil fuels can generate electricity. Utility companies burn coal to generate electricity. It can also be converted into energy, but the most important thing is that we use it as petroleum to run the automobile industry. However, there are consequences from this. We are all using fossil fuels to meet our daily energy needs. In fact, we have been using them at such a rate that it is predicted that these fossil fuels will become extinct in another 40 to 50 years. Not only that, environmental problems arises everywhere. Topsoil erodes by 25 billion tons a year from industrial agriculture. Drilling oil spills or leaks into the sea poisons the sensitive marine and coastal organic substrate, thereby interrupting the food chain. So species populations may change, or worse comes to worse, becomes extinct. Ocean acidifies and fresh water is polluted. High demand on coal causes the company to mine continuously, and burning of coal releases radioactive material to the air. Raising the CO2 levels lead to global warming and haze. So how do we overcome all these problems? Let us ponder. That's where the renewable energy comes in. Scientists develop renewable energy as the solution. What is renewable energy, however? Renewable energy is derived from natural processes that replenish constantly. It is not a carbon-based material. In its various forms, it derives directly from solar, wind, hydropower, geothermal resources, bioenergy, and etc. Renewable energy resources exist over wide geographical areas in contrast to other energy sources, which are mainly concentrated in a limited number of countries. Rapid deployment of renewable energy is resulting in significant climate change mitigation, reliable as well as stable energy system and economic benefits. Therefore, no more pollution, no more explosion, and no more heat waves. Yet, renewable energy does have its limitation. Most renewable energy requires a large space of area to apply. Let's take for example, one average house requires 25 panels to generate approximately 4.7 kilowatt. Imagine how many solar panels it would require to generate one district. It does not end there. Solar panel requires the sun to generate electricity, although it can be stored for night usage, and wind turbine requires wind. It depends on the source existence. Wind turbine can only be applied where high speed of wind is present. What if there is no wind? No electricity can be generated. Wind turbine has also been reported to have killed 450,000 birds and bats each year, and that it operates so loudly which causes noise pollution. What about tidal and wave turbine? It can kill a lot of aquatic creatures. So what can we do now? The current solutions have its limitation and consequences. But what if there is a source that does not have any limitation? What do you think? What else is missing here? Air! Air has a naturally occurring electrically charged ions in the Earth's atmosphere during the day and night. This is due to its extremely high kinetic energy of galactic cosmic rays, which knocks off the electrons away from the oxygen and nitrogen atoms, thus producing particle cascade, which in turn produces electrically charged ions every second. Each of these ions possess a very high voltage electric charge. But how do we harvest all these ions? Graphene. It's not metallic, proven to be electrically conductive, flexible, and durable. But how does it work? Easy peasy. The atmospheric ions will be attracted to graphene wire by corona effect. The atmospheric ion that has been harvested will revert the ions back to their original state of neutral atoms and are free to migrate through the atmosphere. Moreover, the ions cause the atmosphere to be electrically conductive, allowing the graphene wire to benefit greatly from disturbed weather. The concept here is that the higher altitude of graphene wire, the greater atmospheric ions that could be harvested. This is because the atmosphere's electrical conductivity increases significantly with greater altitude. So imagine if you apply this on top of each building and skyscraper, like the Kuala Lumpur Convention Center. Thousands of kilovolts can be generated from KLCC itself. So this is great news! Air is an unlimited source. We can get unlimited supply of electrically charged ions during the day and night. In addition, ion harvesting is clean, natural, and it will not pollute the earth. The best thing about ion collector is that it can withstand many natural disasters such as the tsunami, flood, a thunderstorm, and many more without having to stop harvesting the atmospheric ion. Okay, back to the tug of war. It's amazing to think how far we've come in 200 years by the use of fossil fuels. Just 3 human lifetimes from the beginning of industrialism until now. But where are we headed? We should not repeatedly release carbon into the air. We should not also repeatedly ruin topsoil. We should stop doubling human population and consumption, or basing our economy on depleting fossil fuels. Now, it's not the end of the world. We just have to act fast and learn to live without fossil fuels. In short, we just have to live within nature's sympathy of renewable resources at rates of natural replenishment. Can we do it? We have no other option. By applying sustainable energy, we can have a world that supports robust, healthy, and creative communities and ecosystems. Therefore, renewable energy is indeed the best solution.